Hey! Welcome to Plastic Profiles. I am Agent Chuckles, and with me, as always,
Steve, the writing dad. How's it
never
been?
I never tell him if I'm going to say his name or not. Keep him on his toes.
I know, he puts me on the spot. Make sure I'm still watching. You know? So
yeah, they watch him. His eyes go.
What is up over there?
Yeah.
I got a lot of kids, man. They crawl out of the window.
Yeah. My precious, get away!
Looking like little ghouls when they come around the corner. Because they never walk straight up. They're crawling, like peeking their head in. You know.
And when you call their names.
It's like, I don't know.
Gracious Father knows my name. Sorry.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I hope we're finding you all doing well. We are doing well as well. Well, Here we go. So this is Plastic Profiles. This is a show that we review a classic G.I. Joe file card and its corresponding action figure. Yeah. And then we take a look at the retro classified or the classified figure. Well, I say or both, all of it. We'll look at all of them to determine which of those figures is more, which of those characters is more like the character as described in the file card. Which of the figures is more like the
cross and he's writing this
math.
Counting.
Yes. So, and then we do a little thing called casting call, where we cast for our very own fan movie that will never ever be made, but it would be funny of a movie.
Don't take away their hope, man.
Yeah, the one rule is that we have to cast that character based upon where the G.I. Joe or Cobra character is from. For example, Breaker, Alvin Kibbe, is from Gatlinburg, Tennessee, so we cast an actor from Tennessee.
Yep.
And that's our rule, and we stick to it unless we don't, because
we are rebels.
Rebels.
We don't have to stick to nothing.
Rebels. Am I a rebel, Papa? Yes. And so we're gonna get into that in just a moment. But before we do, while you're all still here,
that's right.
Clicked away.
Thank you for sticking by us so far.
Yes, yeah. You might have seen our little beachhead skits. We continue to put those out despite demands to stop. We're gonna keep going.
We're not listening because we're rebels. We're rebels. We don't listen.
And if it's a C and D, then we'll let it be. All right. But until then, there will be beachhead.
Ooh, I like it.
But the reason I bring that up is we have 6 episodes out now for your viewing pleasure. And we've actually added a new thing where we'd like you guys to send in, if you have any, some questions or comments for Beachhead. We will answer those in the little skit as Beachhead would answer them.
Yes.
So if you have something you want to ask about Beachhead or what's going on in that little world that Beachhead lives in there, or if you're curious what's on his armory, for example, we'll make that happen. I know a guy. I can make it happen.
He does. He got the in.
I got the in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the same pass as Falcon's girlfriend. Oh, Falcon! Dude, put the film in more camera, but not in more earring. Yeah. You don't want to know where I keep the film on me.
Oh goodness.
So anyway, who brings us here today?
Who we got?
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
We've talked so much about Wild Bill in recent episodes because we've done this already. It just didn't make it out for you folks.
Yes.
Because frankly, it wasn't worth it to you to put. Wasn't worth the stain on our glimmering reputations. That this episode, it wasn't worth the pardon the G.I. Joe pun, skid mark it would have caused. So we're gonna do this better.
Because that's how much we care about you.
Yeah, we do care.
And the show.
We care. We care a lot.
Right here.
Navy, Air Force, and Marines. We care a lot. All right. So yes, Wild Bill. All these images of the classic file card and figure are brought to us by 3D Joe's, and I still do not have a song for it.
Oh, that was
But at this point,
absolutely-
no. Does anybody even
Oh.
remember me singing 3D Joe's? I don't think so. So
yeah.
I'm gonna pretend it never happened.
All right, man. The internet is forever, bro.
Yeah, but that means someone's gonna have to watch our old episodes,
Exactly.
and they ain't doing that. All right. So yeah. So here we go.
They're not doing that, okay?
No, we're cool. We're cool. Never happened. Never happened. We found the corner of the internet where his secrets can stay a secret.
No.
It's called
Because
plastic.
nobody cares.
It's called plastic profiles, baby.
Because nobody cares, so nobody's gonna see it.
You got something you want to spill but don't want anybody to actually hear it? Put it in our comments down below. You're safe.
It'll be locked away forever into oblivion.
It's better than Capone's vault. I tell you what, because you know why? Because Geraldo opened that thing. There was nothing in it. Unlike our comments, very much like our comments, there's nothing in it.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. You guys watch it when you watch it. I view these episodes as messages in a bottle. I put them out there into the ocean, and if it finds one of you, I'm happy.
Right. Probably stranded on an island.
Yeah.
Wishing it was a rescue ship instead of a freaking message in a bottle.
Yeah. I'm sure a whale eats it and poops it out, and it's gone forever.
What the hell am I doing with this? This is
okay. We've taken a turn. Let's steer it on back in the lane. We are we're hitting those strips on the side.
Right.
Go realign it. Yeah. Get back in there. So Wild Bill was introduced in 1983 into the toy line. He is the helicopter pilot, codename Wild Bill, file name Hardy William S. Primary military specialty, helicopter pilot. Secondary military specialty, fixed wing pilot, aircraft armorer.
Yeah.
Birthplace, Brady, Texas. Grade, CW4, Chief Warrant Officer.
Texas.
Yes. Hardy served as a combat infantryman and participated in LRRP, which pretty much every Joe fan knows that because we relate that to Snake Eyes, Stalker, and Storm Shadow from the comics. Long range reconnaissance patrol. He participated in LRRP operations during Southeast Asian debacle. That's Vietnam.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Re-enlisted for flight. Okay. So basically, he was in the Army as a combat infantryman. He was a soldier. He's not a pilot. He's just a regular soldier. So that's something that isn't really placed with Wild Bill a lot, is that he's not just a pilot. Once you become a pilot, you don't go, well, I don't know how to shoot a gun anymore.
Right.
No, he's got all of those skills, and he can fly a helicopter.
Nice.
Or a plane, because he's a fixed wing pilot. Re-enlisted for Flight Warrant Officer School and has since remained in service. Specialized training, classified. So that means I'm guessing that might have to do with maybe particular aircraft he's been trained to fly. Maybe they're so G.I. Joe. If you've noticed, they'll put like an X in front of whatever their vehicles are. So it'll be the F-14. Well, they'll put an X in front of it, the XF-14, and that's the experimental version of the Top Gun Tom.
God.
This one.
Yeah.
That I did with my hands for some reason.
I see it.
So
underwhelming.
Yeah. So maybe that's what that is their classified version, G.I. Joe versions of these vehicles, and you're not supposed to know that they exist, much less that he knows how to use them. That's my guess.
Because it's classified.
Classifizzle. Qualified expert, M19 M19-1A auto pistol. He prefers a single action 45 long Colt revolvers, as most cowboys do. The XM16 attack rifle, which there's an example right there. The experimental M16. So this is an M16 that shoots lasers or something. I don't know. Amiable and slow talking. Fancies himself a country western singer. Totally honest in personal dealings, but not beyond spinning a tall tale for the amusement of comrades.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh. You notice how the voice automatically goes to that?
I can't.
That's how the,
Yeah, and I also hear in the background. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, yeah.
Oh goodness.
The Three Amigos themes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's his file card. So, since this is not the first time we have recorded this episode, I'm not going to make Steve pretend that he does not know where these quotes come from, because he knew then, and I'm sure he still remembers.
I did know.
It's the lyrics to "I'm Just a Bill." I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. I'm just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. So Wild Bill was born in Brady, Texas, which considers itself the heart of Texas. He is much more than.
Every time you say that, you got to clap. Like
yeah. Every time I do say Texas, yes.
There you go.
And actually, here's a lot of the points I've already covered. Is much more than just a helicopter pilot. Served in the LRRP in Vietnam. And just a little fun fact: in February 1969, all U.S. Army LRRP units were folded into the newly formed 75th Infantry Regiment Ranger, the predecessor of the 75th Ranger Regiment, bringing back operational Ranger units for the first time since the Korean War in 1951. So there's a chance. Are you with me? There's a chance that Bill served with Snake Eyes in their little group, in their little LRRP units, because they were Rangers. Could be.
Never know. In the fantasy world, yes, they absolutely did. They're buddies.
Yeah. Yep. Just let that sink in for a moment.
Yep. Snake Eyes actually saved Wild Bill.
This is all revolves around Wild Bill. It's actually not even about Snake Eyes at all.
Nope. Nothing. The entire universe. The entire universe revolves around Wild Bill.
It was originally called Yeehaw Joe, but it didn't catch on. Yeehaw Joe! Or would it be Yo-Ha?
No, you're not kidding. Not imagine that would be wild.
And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. So Wild Bill's hat is his trademark accessory besides those Colt revolvers. The hat's distinct appearance, a wide creased brim and tall crown, set apart from other military headgear, creating a unique look for the cavalry. So Wild Bill is part of the Air Cavalry, and so that hat is very specific to this unit. It's not just a cowboy hat. It's a Stetson, and it's something. It's part of a big tradition for the cavalry. It was especially associated with the horse soldiers, who were part of the legendary cavalry, taking part in everything from frontier patrols to historic campaigns like the Spanish-American War. Today, the Army Stetson is most closely associated with the 1st Cavalry Division and 3rd Armored Cavalry Regiment. For many years, the Stetson was reserved for officers and non-commissioned officers, NCOs, though it has since become a tradition to wear it in formal and ceremonial settings. Nice. So if they're having a big shindig, everyone's coming in their dress unis with their Stetson.
There you go.
And Stetson. Perhaps boots with spurs, jingly jangling.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
What if they wore chaps? Like and they got the boots with the spurs and they just walk in. Ching, ching, ching.
Blue Stetson hat with the boots and the spurs. Oh, the whole club was looking at Bill.
Oh, goodness, man.
He hit the floor. Next thing you know, Bill got low.
That's funny.
All right. So
that was a good pull. That was a good one. That was a good pull.
Yeah. As soon as you said boots with the spurs, I go,
yeah, I saw your mind go. I see you.
Yeah, that's how that works in there.
You gotta follow the thread.
Yeah, I was following. Literally, I was like, a star.
There.
Are you seeing trails? Are you seeing trails? It's a long, long journey to the capital city.
Yes.
Where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
They're pretty.
Look
at what you doing.
I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off.
Roll.
The Army Stetson is a special part of the uniform, mainly worn by soldiers in cavalry and armored units, and it's all about tradition and pride. Soldiers assigned to the 1st Cavalry Division or other cavalry units are typically authorized to wear it. This includes both, I've already said all this. This includes both officers and enlisted soldiers who are either part of these units or have earned the right through specific achievements. So there's new information. Mm-hmm. For instance, a soldier in an armored unit who's part of a reconnaissance squadron would likely wear the Stetson as part of their uniform, marking their connection to the cavalry heritage. One of those common qualifications for wearing the Stetson is earning the Silver Spurs. This prestigious award is given to soldiers who complete the Tough Spur Ride, a multi-day event that tests everything from physical endurance to cavalry skills like marksmanship and land navigation. If you pass the spur ride, you earn the Silver Spur cord, which gets worn on a Stetson around the brim there. It's a symbol that says, "I've earned my place in the cavalry," and it's a mark of respect within the unit. Officers in cavalry units also wear the Stetson, often with a red cord to show their leadership role. They're typically officers in combat arms or cavalry-specific roles, such as those in the 1st Cav Division or other cavalry regiments. Additionally, soldiers who graduate from advanced cavalry schools or complete specialized training might wear the Stetson with cords that reflect their accomplishments. In short, too late. The Stetson isn't just a hat, it's a badge of honor for those who serve in these elite store units. So it's not a cowboy hat. It's not. It isn't. No. Stop it.
Don't say that.
It's not.
That's right. You need to get it right.
Put some respect on that hat.
That's right. Don't play these games.
So here we got a picture. It's a long wait while I'm sitting in committee. I still hear Paradise City in my head. So you can see they've got the cord wrapped around their hat. They've got, their rank, and then they've got the cross sabers. And you can see the horse and the stripe there. That patch is the cavalry patch. I'm sure they love me trying to describe that. But I know I'll be a law someday. Okay, so there we are again.
All right.
really tired of reading that. But there's another look at the different hats. And then, gosh, I just put so many quotes. Stop it. Stop putting all these quotes. At least I hope and pray that I will. Okay,
why do you have to say them, though? You could have just rolled by it. You could have just rolled by it.
Can't.
And not only did you read it, you did it in the voice.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a sickness. Down with a sickness. So there's Bill, and then the actual Stetson. His actual hat in the original figure is actually more closely. It's more accurate to the original, to an actual Stetson military hat than the classified. Okay. If you notice the original mold there, which I'm circling with my mouse that doesn't translate to the screen. I've got a picture of the original mold of the Bill head, and you can see his captain's bars right there. And if you look over to the picture adjacent to it, it's got the captain's bars right there. Now, it is missing the cross sabers, but he does have the cord wrapped around his hat on his Stetson, and that actually carries over to the classified version, the cord and the cross sabers. It's just got these other little things on there that I cannot tell what that's supposed to be. Miniature blue ribbons. I don't know what those are at all. Yeah, I don't know. So
you don't know. That's terrible, man.
They look like the Game of Life. They look like the Game of Life little people. Like when you get a kid and they put right there on your.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Game
but yeah, so that Bill picture with the Wild Bill pre-production head, that's from 3D Joe's. Keep in mind, they've got a lot of pictures like this. If you want to see sculpts and things of figures as they were being designed and that sort of thing, early designs, they've got that all on that site. And if you're watching this, you probably already know all about it. But just in case, 3D Joe's, that's the place to go.
3D Joe's.
So Wild Bill's qualified weapons, he's the M1911A1, the 45 Colt long revolver, and then that's the XM16E1, which was the first model of the Colt M16 rifle that was purchased in large quantities by the U.S. government. Fun fact.
Always coming through with the facts.
I don't know what the difference is between that and a real M16. I say real. They're all real, but
that one shoots lasers.
Right. The blue laser, blue lasers. Oh no, they would be red.
They're red.
They're red lasers.
Yep.
Not those communist blue lasers.
That's right.
Okay, we're gonna steer back in the lanes. I was threatening to go crazy. 1983. Here's the Wild Bill and Dragonfly package that he was in, and you can see this is the XH1, and I believe the AH1 is the actual helicopter this is styled on. So if you see what they did there, they just threw that X for experimental in there, XH1. Yeah. So they took what was pretty closely resembling a real military vehicle and just go, no, it's not it. That's not it at all. It's got an X in the name.
That's it.
And it shoots lasers.
And it shoots lasers. That's shoots lasers.
Now, if you'll see, just another fun fact, Wild Bill in the front seat there. Now, granted, I don't know the tech specs for this experimental version, but generally the actual pilot sits in the back and the gunner sits in front. They have it reversed here. Maybe that's how because the stickers came that way. I don't know, but generally Wild Bill would be in the back.
Yeah, or they were trying to market this to a bunch of kids and Wild Bill was the pilot.
Well, that's true.
Kids
wouldn't understand. Yeah,
they're not going to understand in the back seat. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
he's not
in the back.
Yeah.
What a loser.
What are you trying to pull?
He's not even flying with his own helicopter that he came with.
How lazy can you get?
Well, looking at this figure, pretty lazy.
No, that's
no, it's a great figure, but he doesn't come with it. He has no is great. It's the training and everything he's received. This is what you get. The hat doesn't even come off. He does come with his Stetson hat molded on. He's got super cool blue blockers. Blue blockers sunglasses molded on. He's got a knife molded on. He's got two long Colt pistols. Hey, Steve, where are they at?
Molded on.
So his accessory is the helicopter, which is a great accessory.
Yeah.
But he can't.
What if like the figure, he hears us talking and he's like, yo, you guys got a helicopter. What? Like, what are you expecting here? You know?
Yeah. It's like $14. I mean, that's a lot of money back now.
Oh, God. So you can't just make people happy.
Yeah. I think you can also get the original manufacturer retail price, suggested retail price. And I think it was something like $10 or something back then for this helicopter, something like, I don't know, something like that. But it's now that'd be like $50. Easy.
I would imagine so.
If not more, probably 75 actually.
And worth it.
Yes. I'll get 4. Because I have adult money. What's that?
I don't have to wait for you, Mom and Dad.
No. It's not going on the Christmas list. It's going in the shopping cart.
So stupid.
So this Wild Bill that we're looking at came as part of the classified Dragonfly from days gone by. And the box art is amazing on all these figures. This is Wild Bill's box art. Looking every bit is if you pictured Wild Bill, this is more than likely exactly what's in your head. Like, this is amazing. Great art. And figure's pretty great too. Yeah, he does come with a hat that's removable. He comes with hair, removable. Glasses, take them off. Pistols, 2 in the holster or out, wherever. And he's got a knife that he can stick you with.
Dealer's choice.
Yes. Where do you want it? It's not going back in the sheath though.
So it's tasted blood.
Yeah. That's not a knife. This is a knife, and it's hungry for blood. So yeah, this is pretty rad figure. Everything about this Wild Bill. The only thing I wish is he had you could plain hands, like bare hands without the glove.
Yeah.
Not a deal breaker at all. This is just like purely just, Oh, the main thing I wish he had though was a pilot helmet, because he wouldn't be wearing that all the like. He'd go, okay, time to put on the helmet because I'm a sensible pilot.
Right.
You know, not like I'm flying with the hat on. Woo! You know,
I'm wild.
Yeah, yeehaw! You know, like
he's a rebel.
Yeah, he is. He is truly a rebel. So yeah, that's the main accessory I wish he came with, and that's kind of a not a little more than a nitpick, because that helmet's pretty important. And you could have done like bull skulls or
something,
you know, like anything on the side, like just his pistols painted on his helmet all over the place, or something crazy,
or just his name,
or like Wild Bill across the top,
Wild
written
Bill.
like Wild Bill.
That's right.
Yep. Anything you want. And
what if his actual voice was like, they call me Wild Bill? I would never see that coming.
You never know what I'm gonna do next.
His mustache twitches. Don't mind that. That's a life of his own.
There's a sketch that Bill Hader does with a puppet.
Uh-huh.
And they're using these puppets to work through their traumas. Yeah, and his puppets like telling war stories. That's not what happened. That's not what they called me in Grenada. In Grenada, they called me, you know, whatever. But that voice is very similar to that. Yeah. So, Mild Bill or Wild Bill?
Wild Bill all day, classified.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on that. He comes with everything Wild Bill should have. Yep. You know, it's tough because they didn't have real working holsters back then, so it wasn't really an option. But if he had come with something,
and they're like, "Yo, what do you expect?"
That'd put him a little closer. In my book,
right? But at least have the guns like out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have the guns, and you could even leave him molded into his thighs, and just have two guns. He could, you know,
right? But those are his backups.
Yeah, you know, but having nothing it's tough. So we're two cool guys on this choice, as we both are picking. Yeah, well, no matter what we pick, we're two cool guys.
That's right.
I'm sitting here playing with a stupid toy. I'm like, I'm a cool guy.
That's cool. That's cool.
Mom says I'm cool.
That's right. Excuse me.
So, yeah, classified Wild Bill is the definitive Wild Bill figure.
All day.
End of story.
Done.
So now is the time of the show where we cast Wild Bill in a big budget Hollywood movie. We like to call it Casting call. And just to reiterate the rules, we cast a G.I. Joe or Cobra character based upon where they are from. For example, Breaker, Alvin Kibbe, is from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So we would choose a character from Tennessee, unless we don't. Because why?
We're rebels. All day.
Take it from him.
All day. We do what we want.
You know why you hear that we're rebels so often? Because we say it.
Yep.
And we are.
Yep.
Take it from us. We're rebels.
That's right. All day, every day.
Every day I'm rebelling.
I'm telling you. Because I'm a rebel.
That light is red. I don't care.
Yeah. That thing.
All right, Steve, I'm going to let you go first. Let's see who you picked to be Wild Bill in a movie.
All right.
Once I hit this button.
There you go. Any day now. Right there. All right, we're almost there. All right. Nope. Hey, there we go. My man, Jensen Ackles, man.
What?
Yeah.
Let me make a note. You are the only one to say Ackles, but I approve.
Okay. What is it? How do you say it?
I've always heard Ackles.
Ackles. Okay. Ackles. I don't know.
It's like comparing Ackles to oranges.
Yeah, but basically. Okay.
No, I love that you cast him as something. I wish it were anybody else, but
oh, really?
I love him I feel like I said that too enthusiastically.
Yeah,
I love him. Love him. But I would want him to be a bigger part in my movie, but maybe this is an Iron Man situation where he takes the character and makes it his own, and then people give a crap about Iron Man. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're onto something. Maybe I'm playing checkers and you're over there with that debacle playing chess.
That's right. That's because that's what I do.
Anyways, please sell me on Jensen Ackles.
I like that he's an actor. I like the gruffness that he has, and you've already know that he can be comedic, he can be serious, and he can be a badass, dude. So I think like you give him a role like that, especially since he doesn't really do big movies or anything like that, man, it gives him an in. And if he crushes that character, be up there, man.
Yeah.
My man Dean, killing demons.
Sammy.
Sammy.
Cass.
That's right. That's my dude.
Yeah.
See, you can be enthusiastic, but you say it in a manly way. Like, that's my dude, man.
That's my dude. I love him.
Yeah.
So
maybe not so much that way.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I love him so much. All right, very good. Very good. I am countering with a real life Wild Bill, Chris Christopherson.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes, he is the real life Wild Bill. And if you don't believe me, listen to this story. Christopherson was an Oxford-educated songwriter who was desperate to break into Nashville. He had done a stint in the U.S. Army and knew how to fly helicopters. He used that skill to earn some cash by flying to offshore oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, it was on one of those oil rigs off the coast of Louisiana, that he wrote one of his most famous tunes, Me and Bobby McGee, a little ditty you might have heard, maybe not, but I've heard it. That same Army-earned skill also gave him his big break. Eager to get into the country music scene, Christopherson made a bold decision to take a big shot. He took a helicopter and landed it on Johnny Cash's lawn.
Oh.
He reportedly strutted out of the pilot's seat with a demo cassette in one hand and, at least according to Cash, a beer in the other. There's your Wild Bill, my friend.
That's ballsy.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
All right. I'm a fan.
Yeah. He's a man.
Yeah. All right.
Men built the pyramids. I don't know. Here's our checklist. Wild Bill's not on it. Pause it if you really want to look at it.
All right.
There's another page.
All right.
So there we go. Oh, we should be bigger than that. Man, there's a lot of that.
There you go. Now you can see.
That's our show. So we have depicted a definitive Wild Bill. It is the classified Wild Bill, as if you didn't already know. But we just went ahead and proved that point.
Yep.
And I really, the more I think about it, the more I think it would be somebody like Jensen Ackles to reinvent the Wild Bill character and make him be somebody that people care about. I think that would be great.
You've come around.
Win. Don't misunderstand, but I like it better. Whoa, too rocking hard. I like it better than I thought I did.
Okay.
I thought I did.
They got to sit with you a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I let it marinate a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah. I think so. I'd still rather him be Batman. But yeah.
Oh yeah. That'd be.
But if I had to pick either or, I'd say Batman. But Wild Bill's pretty good too.
That'll do it.
So
shot of getting Batman, then
Yeah, Batman's supposed to be a little older than Superman in this new universe they're building here.
Yeah, which I'm excited for.
I'm really. This Superman trailer kind of gave me a little tear. I'm not crying.
I was happy.
Yeah, looking pretty good. I like the dog. Bark.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go over to our Superman podcast. If you'll just hang on, we're going to transition over.
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to switch over.
Like McDonald's at 10:59. We're switching over to lunch.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways. So, yes, this was Plastic Profiles. I hope you've learned something. Please be sure to check out our Beachhead skits and leave in any of the comments, or you can DM me wherever you see the video. put a message somewhere, and I'll get to Beachhead, and I will get that message, and I'll relay it to him, and then he'll answer it in one of his skits that are coming up. We're at 6. We're gonna have 9 for this first season, and then we're gonna take a little hiatus with the Beachheads. This will still be going. This Plastic Profiles thing.
That's right.
And then we'll come back with season 2. Come strong. Come correct.
Beat it down.
I'm gonna punch season 2 in the face.
That's right. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4.
What are you gonna do if I break in the door with a bunch of Beachhead skits? What would you do? I'd watch 8 seconds and turn it, is what most of you seem to do.
Yeah. You guys need to fix that.
Ooh, I bring the truth.
Good stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Stay to the end. I put good stuff back there.
Well, good stuff. You know what? We're putting an Easter egg. One of you may win a prize.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So watch all of those videos and see where, and then you got to watch them through the end because you never know when it's going to pop up.
You never know. No, you never know. Yeah. And then wait patiently for us to announce when the next prize will be.
Yes, it's coming soon. It's good stuff.
We're gonna have a little print at the bottom. The following views are not the views expressed by the there is actually no prize. Please just watch it. Please just watch anyway.
Just watch the skit, man.
The idea and the fun and the comedy and the skit is prize enough. Thank you.
Oh, God.
I'm AgentChuckles. You can find my skits, our skits, and toy photography and links that I think are fun on all my social medias, and those will all be down below. Stephen the Writing Dad, why don't you tell them what it is that you do?
All right. Well, if you come to thewritingdad.com, and you can find me on TikTok at the One Writing Dad, and we talk about just different experiences being a father. There's a lot of us out there, guys. You know, it's a movement, man. And, you know, we have stories, we have heartaches, we have, you know, crazy things that happen to us. So come on by, drop a comment, subscribe. All right. Love to have you.
That's right. And so thank you for watching. And yo, Joe, everybody.
Yo, Joe.
Yo, Joe.